Greetings, fellow PSO2 fans. I wanted to make a little video here today showing some tips and tricks for enhancing. I'm going to show a little bit of enhancing on some 12 stars and also on a 13 star. Basically my idea is I want to try to help people conserve these lambda grinders, because if you notice when you get a lambda grinder, you need lambda grinders to enhance your 13 star weapons. So these lambda grinders currently in our state of the game are pretty rare. Like you can't just come across hundreds of them right now. Well, you could, but it would cost a lot of money. So like you really want to conserve these and use as few as you can to take a weapon all the way to max enhancement. So to show this off, I'm going to purchase a fresh 13 star from the badge trade. And I'm going to enhance it with using only 5 lambda grinders to get all the way to plus 30. Something else I want to point out too is before you trade in for any weapons, you should always try to do some research on these, because some of these weapons, while they may seem weaker, are actually possibly a better choice, because as you enhance weapons, they get a potential at level 10, level 20, and level 30. Some of the potentials in the game are really good. They do a lot of extra damage. Some of the potentials in the game are pretty bad. They don't really add much of anything to your weapon. Some of them will be a bit niche too, like they might be active some places but not always active. I usually try to go for things that are going to be active almost always. So I'm going to purchase this Clarita Visas here. Like I'm going to use this rod, I think, on a force that I'm intending on making soon. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase that. And that's what I'm going to enhance here. Okay, so normally you would run over to Dudu, or Monica, depending on what block you're in. You would choose enhancement. Before I do anything, actually, I'm going to do a smart thing here. You should always do this too. Lock your weapon. So I want to make sure I don't actually destroy this thing, right? Like I'm going to go ahead and lock this. Now this cannot leave my inventory unless I unlock it. Like there's no way for me to NPC it, discard it, accidentally use it to enhance something else, you know? Like it's really smart to do this. So go ahead and choose enhancement. And I'm going to choose my Clarita Visas here. Now remember, I only have 26 lambda grinders, so if I wanted to, I could just start mashing away on all these 12 stars on it. And you're going to see that some of these like have different enhancement levels of their own. So see, like that +5 Sigma phase there gives 310 EXP. In the middle of the screen, you can see the amount of EXP each weapon type is going to give. The +2 enhanced knuckle there, it gives 190. Everything that doesn't have enhancements gives only 90. So the rod actually gives a little bit of a bonus because I'm enhancing a rod with a rod, even though it's 0 enhancement. You can see it does 95. That's because it's the same category type, so it gives a little bit of a bonus. So you can see, really, depending on like what you're throwing on your weapon, you could you could get more EXP, which in turn would use less grinders. Right now, this would actually, you could see it only at the bottom there. It's only going to take it to +4 enhancement. And it's going to see at the top of my screen there, the top middle, it says lambda grinder required 5. It's going to take me 5 lambda grinders to enhance this weapon if I use these. So what I suggest doing is don't enhance the 13 star first. Get a hold of some of these like junk like 12 stars. They're pretty cheap in player shops. You can even go to player shops and search by enhancement. Here, I'll show you real quick actually what I mean. Let's go check the vision phone real quick. See if we can find some deals. So if you choose up at the top here, you can set weapon category, and right here you can set enhancement level. These will come at +5 or lower. Usually I'll try to search for a +5. Down here you can set rarity. You can set the 12 star. So now I'm going to search, and it's going to show me like, so these are like 210k. It's not a good deal, so you wouldn't want to buy this. But a lot of the times I'll search for these after like an emergency quest ends, especially after like Cradle of Darkness, for example. And you'll find people will put these up for sale for like 40k. They'll just price match all the base enhancements. You know, so like the ones that are like +2. Right now, I guess it's been a while since an urgent quest ended, but the general price is usually like around 40 to 60k for like no enhancements. So just try to scope out some deals if you can. Like right now is not a really good time in the market in the morning. It's currently like 8 in the morning when I'm making this video, so the market's kind of dried up right now. As prime time hits later on in the day, the market will start to like boom, you know, and it'll be a lot of good deals you can pick up on. So anyways, I would take, I'll show you also the same category enhancement I was talking about here. is like I could take a, let's say I'll take a Sigma rod here that has 0 enhancements. If I was to add this 0 enhanced double saber, it's going to give 140 EXP to this 12 star. And the reason why is because it's the same rarity, like same type and stuff. And it's going to cost 35k. So I'm not going to use that. Let's go down here and pick a 0 enhanced rod. If I use it, it's going to give 200 EXP because it's the same weapon. It's like same weapon bonus. It's giving me a big boost in how much EXP I'm getting. So I can go through here and pick all these extra, all of these extra rods, and look at that. Like I've got a 12 star that's going to hit plus 10. It's actually overfilling at plus 10. And I can enhance this for 175k. If I was to just use any old weapon I found, it would actually end up costing even more. So you can save yourself a bit of money enhancing like enhancement fodder this way. And I would just destroy this weapon. But so anyways, on to the 13 star. I'm going to enhance this 13 star using only 5 weapons and 5 grinders. So the trick to this is I already know this from playing the JP servers for years. I could take 1 plus 26 weapon. It's supposed to be 26. I got a great enhancement, so I went to 27. We're just going to use it anyways. So I use this 27 weapon here, and look at that. It's going from, it's going to take my, it's taking my Clarita, my 10 star, my 13 star. It's taking it from 0 to plus 10 with just 1 weapon. And you can see up at the top middle there, it says lambda grinder required 1. I'm using 1 grinder to get this all the way from 0 to 10. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and hit the button. There we go. So now I got it to plus 10. I'm going to go ahead and select to enhance it further. But to enhance it further, I'm going to need to unlock a potential for it. So unlocking the potential, you want to do some research, like on the Arx Visiphone. I'll do some, I'll add some info and links below in the comments, so you can like check out the Arx Visiphone and the JP Wiki and stuff. And you can like look at the weapons and see, you can kind of judge which latent you want to get, which potential you want to get a hold of on your weapons. Because some of them, like I said before, will be good, some of them will be bad. So I know from looking before on the wiki, it seemed like this this Phantom Bud, this weaponoid pot, was the one that I wanted. It seems like it's probably pretty good. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. So reading it in game, this was the one that I did not want. The lower it is, the more potency increases. So this one actually, the higher your photon blast gets, the lower the potency of your weapon is. So I should be wanting this one right here. Increases HP recovery by 10%, potency by 7%. Okay, so from doing some research on the wiki, I know that there's not a lot of info on this Phantom Bud potential here. So I'm not going to mess with it because I just don't have enough knowledge. There's not enough knowledge out there knowing what the percentage of this pot is. However, the percentage on this potential right here is really good. So it's going to increase HP recovery by 10%. So like when you use Resta and stuff like that, it's going to actually increase how much your heals heal for, which is pretty cool. You know, it's not like super needed or anything, but it's a nice little bonus. The big thing is that it gives a flat potency bonus, damage bonus of 7%. And this is just at level 1. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that. We'll go ahead and unlock that. Alright, so there we go. Now I'm able to enhance this weapon further. I can take this weapon up to 20 now. So I know from my JP knowledge from previously grounding in weapons, I can use 2 12 stars that are plus 23. So there's one, and there's another. And there we go, look at that. It's 2 weapons. That's going to be 2 more grinders, taking my weapon from 10 to 20. I'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so there we go. So now we're 3 grinders in. We're at plus 20. You go ahead and unlock potential level 2. You can see the damage is going up to 9% now. It's pretty good. Flat bonus damage. Go ahead and unlock that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and enhance to plus 30. And to do plus 30, I know that I need to use 2 27 12 stars. Plus 27. And there we go. It's actually overfilling it a little bit too. You can see down there in the bottom, because I'm using a rod, it's actually giving me a little more bonus EXP because I used a rod. Which is perfectly fine, because eventually I'll add more weapons to this to break the gap further past. So I'm going to go ahead and hit confirm here, and there we go. 2 more grounders, got my weapon to plus 30. Super simple, right? Got just used 5 lambda grounders to get my weapon enhancement maxed. I'm going to go ahead and get level 3 of my potential now too. So you can see now my rest is going to do 30% more damage, and my damage is going to be 12% more as well. It's like a flat bonus, always active, pretty good. Oh, I don't have enough photon spheres. Alright, so I guess I need to go pick up a couple of those. So there's a trick on photon spheres too I want to show y'all. So you could actually buy these from player shops. And you can see they're like 37k. The guy has like 68 of them for sale. So before I do that, I might save a little bit of money searching for a 10-star. Let's find some junk 10-star weapons. They're 42k, so that actually wouldn't save me no money. If these was under 37k though, I could just buy a 10-star and I could trade it in at the swap shop, and I would get some free, easy, well, it's not free, but I would get it for a little bit of a discount, depending on how much you buy the 10 stars for. Another trade is for units. Let's see how much units are. So I know I could trade in like 5 of these junky 10-star units at the swap shop, and I can get myself a photon sphere that way as well. Is that 5 that I purchased? No, that was 4. Got 1 more. But sometimes I'll do this if I want to try to penny pinch as much as I can, conserve all my money. Go down to the swap shop here, trade in photon spheres. So there's like an extra photon sphere. I still need 2 more. I'm just gonna go ahead and purchase the remaining 2, but you can see that that's a way that you can like cut some costs there too. I'm gonna go ahead and pick those up. Then over here.
What do you need?
And there, I'm gonna get my potential 3 on my weapon. So there we go. I got a plus 30 13-star now, and I only used 5 lambda grounders to get this there. So I started off with what, 26 lambdas, and now I have 21. Pretty nice. That's a pretty good little tip for y'all. Hopefully you'll find that helpful. Let's go ahead and move on to enhancing units. So I think everybody in the game at this point, like as soon as you can, it's a good idea to get a hold of like some Varda units. So Varda units, I'm gonna go ahead and just buy this one right here. It's just real cheap. Actually, instead of buying that one, let's look for one with a Varda soul on it. Type in Varda. Go have Varda soul, just like because all these will be cheap anyways. You might be able to find like a decent one with like this one, for example. See, look at these extra stats it has on the second page there. It gives like a little bit of HP, PP, some melee range power and stuff. You know, go ahead and snag this one up. And you would also want to get a hold of like a rear unit and an arm unit. But just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to show you one unit. So I want to show you exactly why I suggest Varda units. Is like if you hit the button on the Varda unit, you go to confirm set effect. If you have 3 pieces of Varda, the 3-piece set effect gives 90 to all 3 attack types, 6 PP. On top of that, these Varda units on their own, they give a lot of HP when you equip them per unit. So pretty much all I do with this is I'm just going to run to the NPC here. I'm just going to click the button on the Varda unit, and I'm just going to mash the button until it gets to plus 10. Like it's pretty cheap. It's like 4,300 per enhance. It only takes 1 grounder per enhance, I believe. No, it takes 2 grounders per enhance. Either way, that's pretty cheap. But look at that. I'm already at like plus 8 over here. It's kind of going down a little. Let's keep mashing the button. Whatever. It's going to get to plus 10 eventually. Pretty simple. Not going to cost a lot of money.
You have some amazing luck. Well, that didn't work.
Dude's gonna want to taunt me here just for the video's sake, you know, like so y'all can know. It might fail a little, whatever. Just keep pushing the button. It's gonna work eventually. We keep getting up there closer to 8 and 9. Now we're all worked on to 6. Dude's trying to have a fun time with me here for the video's sake, I think. Normally it's not this bad. Usually it just goes right to 10. Either way, we're on our way back up there. There we go. So now we got a plus 10. So look at that. The stats increased on that thing quite a bit from the base. Like, it's going to be a pretty solid unit for pretty cheap. I spent like maybe like what 200k on that or something to get that to plus 10, and like that's going to be a pretty good little unit that somebody could use starting off. Just get that Varder set. You'll be so when you're doing like super hard, very hard content and stuff, monsters will be hitting you and stuff for a lot less damage because you're equipping like a good unit like that. It's like pretty and easy to enhance. Doesn't break the bank or anything, and it'll last you for quite some time. As you can see, I'm level 75 here. And I'm currently using 2 pieces of Varda, and then I have a P drive back unit. I went ahead and chose to use this just because it gave more HP and stuff. I'm not going to go into details on how to get that. It comes from using triggers in the casino that you get. Everybody only gets 1 trigger free per account, though. It's like from a client order guy in there. But just using like the whole Varda set would be good enough for people, and you can equip it early on. Like pretty low requirements to use there. It's like RNG defense 360, so you can equip it pretty early, like around level 40 or so. You should be able to equip this no problem, or soon after. So anyways, yeah, that's a little bit of enhancement tips there for y'all. Hope y'all found the video informative. Sorry for rambling on so long there, but I'm trying to explain everything the best that I can. So if y'all would like, I tend to stream PSO2 on Twitch very often. You can find my name as NiNjahCheeto on Twitch TV. I'll leave that info down in the comments below. Feel free to stop by my stream sometime. I stream PSO2 a lot. Just follow me and hang out and stuff. You know, feel free to ask me any questions or tips and advice, or just chill and have a good time. You know. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope to catch you again later.